Alright, now what's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your boy V back in today's video. So today we are going to be talking about how you can actually be able to overcome a losing streak. Now in trading you can definitely go losses for a day, for days, and for a week, you know what I mean, even weeks, because that actually happens in trading. So we are going to be basically talking about how you can actually be able to overcome these losing trades and then switch to the brighter side of trading. So we are going to be basically breaking down 4 tips, so straight up into it. Alright, now you really need to understand that losing is part of trading, right? So like I said, of course you could go losing 1 trade, 2 trades, 3 trades. So you really need to understand that losing is part of trading. Now with such a mindset of you understanding that losing is part of trading, you'll have a very open mind about this, okay? So at the end of the day, when you take a losing trade, you understand from the bottom of you that okay, this is a loss. I'd have to admit that it's a losing trade, you know what I mean? So you really need to understand and admit that losses are part of trading, okay? So that's the first thing that you really need to understand. Now after understanding this, now what do you have to do on trying to make a comeback, or on trying to actually recover up from a losing streak or the losses that you've actually taken? Because personally, from my experience, I do take losses. Sometimes I even take losses for a week, and it's a week full of reds. Like you take reds on all the trades that you actually take. Every time, let's say you're taking a sell and boom, maybe there is manipulation, or maybe the market decides to go against your direction and you have to take the loss, right? Now whole point now is how do you actually plan on that comeback, okay? So the whole thing is you really need to understand why you have actually been making the mistakes, okay? Because in trading, of course, you are going to take a loss because of a particular mistake that you did. You could have entered a trade so early, right? You could maybe have gone against the overall trend. You could have gone against your strategy. Let's say your strategy is whatever, maybe you go with a trend and you decided to go against the trend, right? That's the mistake. So every mistake in trading, of course, definitely has a price. So your price is definitely through the losses. So whole thing is calm down now. See, why did I actually even take this loss? Alright, I maybe took this loss because I actually entered the markets too early. So we can easily do that through journaling, okay? Write down why you actually had a losing week. Write down all those points down, because something that is actually written down, it's easier to really understand and get it into your mind, okay? So get down, get the reasons as why you took those losses, and don't repeat the same mistakes, okay? Now let's go down to strategizing. Now you need to make this comeback. You need to make this big comeback, okay? Now understand, every time you make money in trading, it's money, right? It's profit. This wasn't part of your money from the start, right? So it's profit from the markets, okay? Now remember, you've been having a losing week or a losing day, whatever, and now you are making money. Now the mistake most people do, or most traders do, is they take things for granted. Now you have made money. You had not made this money before, right? Or you have actually been having a losing day and now you have made money. Why wouldn't you get the money out? Like, why wouldn't you withdraw the money out? Now why do I emphasize this? Every time you do a withdraw, that's the motivation. That's the motivation for you to come back the next day, to come back for the next trade and get the things going, okay? Because whole thing is, like I always say, psychologically, sometimes you need a positive mindset in trading. You withdrawing money to your bank account is positive. Like, you made this money from the charts, right? Gone are the days, or gone are the trades that you actually lost. Now you have made money. So whole thing is, this positive energy has to keep you going, and then definitely, as long as you're positive with a positive mindset, there's no way you could fail on these charts. The other point that I wanted to share with you guys is staying away from the charts. Now what does that help? It helps us prevent over trading and revenge trading. Now understand that every time you take a loss, you are affected psychologically, emotionally, because you have made a loss, because you have lost money, right? So this affects us psychologically. So we always have that urge of coming back to charts, trying to make some money back, okay? Now a wise trader who is actually going to become consistent understands this. Every time you take a loss, go, move away for a moment. You don't want your emotions to come into your trading, because emotions are really so important in trading. If you can actually have control over your emotions, you're good, right? So whole thing is, go away from the charts. You've taken a loss. Go away from the charts for the moment, so that you should avoid over trading. Over trading is this sort of coming over and over, and then you have to place trades over and over. You know what I mean? Like it's the same thing with revenge trading. They go hand in hand. Revenge trading, you're trying to make back the money that you lost, and you find you are doing it over and over and over and over, and it doesn't make any sense at the end of the day, right? So take a break, take a break from the charts for a day, for a week, depending on how you actually strategize this. But whole thing is, every time you take a break, you have time to recover, okay? And when you're recovering, of course, now you are having a better way to approach these charts one more time, okay? So basically, those are some other tips on how you can actually overcome a losing streak and definitely make some money trading, okay? So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and if you find it so helpful, please consider smashing the like button. You can also subscribe to join this growing community. So I'll see you out.